Hi, I'm Sarah from Floral, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about 2 ways to use Ruscus in creating beautiful wedding centerpieces. So I have here 2 different types of Ruscus. I've got the Italian, which is this longer type here, and I've got the Israeli. I have another video where I talk more in detail about the differences, so if you're interested in that, you can go check that video out. So I'm going to do 2 things here. I'm going to create a garland, and then I'm going to create a candle centerpiece. So to make a garland, it's super easy. So I would generally use 1 type of greenery. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lay it on the table just like this. So this table's pretty small, but if you're doing a big table, like an 8-foot table, I'd say you use about 1 bunch. So I'm gonna just show you with the Israeli, so that way it looks all the same. So I'm just taking this here and laying it on the table. So the Israeli has quite long stems, and I don't really want to see a long stem here, so I'm just going to cut it off. And then I'm going to take my next one, again cutting off that long stem, and just kind of laying them side by side. And I'm just going to keep doing that throughout my table. And then when I get to the end, I don't want to see this stem, so I'm just going to take my greenery and go the opposite way, just like this. So that's all you would do to make like this really minimalist looking garland. And silver dollar eucalyptus is another great one to use, or the Italian Ruscus, which is this one here. I can just lay it here so you can see kind of, it gives a little bit of a different look. And then if you're wanting to, you can always add in candles. So just kind of staggering in some candles here really helps elevate the look and really give it an upscale look to it. So that's all you would really do to make yourself an easy DIY garland out of Italian Ruscus. So the second thing I wanted to show you guys that you can do with Ruscus, this is super common, a centerpiece with 3 candles, and then we're just encircling it with the Ruscus. So the Italian one is a little bit better to use just because it already has this natural curve to it, versus the Israeli is really straight. So if you're going to use the Israeli, you can see you kind of almost end up with a box because it's so rigid. So if you were really wanting to use the greenery, or if you want to do something like Floral, you can still use it, but you're just going to cut it into smaller pieces, and then that way you don't get that really boxy look. And then you're just kind of tucking it in between your candles, and then that way you don't have that really rough looking box that I kind of showed you. So I'm just used 2 stems here, and that's all you really need. So a bunch has 10 stems, so you could get 5 centerpieces out of just that 1 bunch. So it's a really affordable way to make a wedding centerpiece. So there you guys can see, that's what it would look like with the Israeli Ruscus. And then another option could be to use the Italian Ruscus. So this one has a little bit more of a curve to it. So again, just cutting it into size and just tucking it around the candles in between them. And I only have 1 stem here, and you probably need about 2, but that can give you guys kind of a good idea of what it would look like to use the Italian Ruscus for the centerpiece. So there you go, 2 different options, Israeli and Italian, and 2 different vibes that you can use for making wedding centerpieces. The Ruscus is really, really hardy, so you can do these the day before and you won't have to worry about the flowers wilting. When you do get them though, make sure you keep them in water until you're ready to use them, because greenery obviously likes to be in water. Just saying though, if you need to arrange the day before, don't fret about it. It will still be fine when it's not in water. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch. And I hope you enjoyed watching today.